fucking one.
What is up, everybody? You're checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Um, I'm one of your hosts, the Hot Commodity Ant Seat, the current reigning WWE pay-per-view champion. Jumping my co-host.
I'm Christian, ready to record here. SmackDown. We're doing SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Friday night SmackDown. It was a good show. It wasn't live. It was pre-recorded, but so I don't really pay too much attention to those shows, but it was good.
Yeah, it was decent for a pre-recorded show. We got some stuff, some answers to some questions. So we don't know where they are. They are pre-recorded, so wherever they were last week is where they were this week. And it was December 22nd, 2023. And we started out with a phenomenal AJ Styles coming out wearing all black. AJ says Randy Orton wants the Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. LA Knight wants Roman Reigns anytime, anywhere. And I don't blame either one of them. And I don't give a damn about Randy Orton or LA Knight. I am number one at getting Roman Reigns. I want him at the Royal Rumble. LA Knight comes out. LA says, after what happened to me at Crown Jewel, you can have Roman Reigns after I have him first. AJ says, you stepped over my dead body to get what you want. You or anyone else get in my way, I'll drop them too. Randy Orton comes out. Orton says, I can appreciate both of you and your issues with the bloodline. They put me on the shelf for 18 long months. Nothing is going to get in my way. LA Knight says, let me point something out. The bloodline took you out. They took you out, AJ, but they didn't take me out. Nick Aldis appears, and Nick says, this is a situation. Each of you have a claim to fight Roman Reigns. You will earn the right in 2 weeks as we present SmackDown's New Year's Revolution. It will be a triple threat match. The winner will fight Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. So, who do you think? What do you think about this match being made?
It's gonna be a banger. Obviously, we got uh 4 fucking stars in the match. LA Knight. It's LA Knight, Randy, AJ Styles. That's it. Triple threat.
Yeah.
You got 3 of the hottest fucking stars in the company doing a triple threat match on free television. It's great. I mean, AJ Styles, I've said this before, I'm a big TNA guy. He's giving me this TNA vibes. I'm all fucking for it. I think Randy, early prediction, I think Randy's going to get the win. Because it's all about his getting revenge for the bloodline taking him out, Roman taking him out. So it's going to be a good match. This was a good segment. Nick Aldis plays a fucking great general manager.
Yeah, I agree. I like him. I think he looks serious in the role, but he could be a wrestler.
He plays the role very serious. Like, I can take Nick Aldis serious. Like, even though Adam Pearce has me blocked on Twitter, I take Adam Pearce serious. He's a good general. Like, they got 2 good general managers.
Yeah, I'm Team Nick Aldis.
But where they have these all 4 great 3 guys going for Roman, what if they had made that? Do you think they should have made that the match at the pay-per-view? Like a fatal 4-way?
They could.
They could, but
it could still happen. Because 2 people could win the 3-way or something funky could happen.
Yeah, but that would just be a triple threat. Because they would at least be getting rid of somebody. For 2 people to win, you have to pin.
Yeah.
I think Randy's going to lose to Solo, and Solo and him are going to have the match at WrestleMania.
But that takes some main players out of the Royal Rumble if they have a fatal.
Yeah.
They can still enter. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's true. They could. Well, since we're celebrating Christmas, we have the Holiday Havoc match. Bianca Belair, Zelina Vega, Mia Yim, and Shotzi taking on Damage CTRL with Dakota Kai in their corner. This was kind of like a silly hardcore match. Bailey sets up a chair in the corner. Shotzi ends a great to Bailey, senton the Bailey off the chair. The Kabuki Warriors attacked Zelina Vega, Mia Yim with candy cane sticks. Zelina Vega DDTs Io Sky on the floor. Shotzi hits Io with a flying dropkick and gets a 2. Kyrie hits Shotzi with a trash can lid shot on the floor. Kyrie puts a Christmas tree on Shotzi. Zelina hits her with a chair. Dakota nails Zelina Vega in the face with a pie, and Asuka sprays mist in Zelina's face. Kabuki Warriors open gifts, but we see Isla Dawn and Alba Fire come out of the gifts. They attack the Kabuki Warriors. Bianca hits Bayley with a KOD. Io hits a moonsault. Mia hits Io Sky with a senton through a table, and Mia gets the victory for her team, pinning the women's champion Io Sky. What do you think of this Halloween Havoc match and the return of Alba and Isla?
I don't give two fucks about them. I don't care. This match didn't impress me. I don't like Io Sky as women's champion. Take the title off her. Give it to Bianca Belair. Have her do something else. Look, I don't mind Io Sky, but without Io Sky having somebody next to her to talk, she's not. She ain't shit. She does good moves. She does those high top jumps that are cool for females, but I don't think I never could see Io Sky as world champion, and now that they made her a world champion, I don't know. I just it was the wrong move to begin with.
Asuka's better.
See, I kind of disagree a little bit because, like, this is gonna sound like a crazy comparison, and I'm not comparing them in terms of like long term, but like when Brock Lesnar comes out, he doesn't really speak. He has Paul Heyman. I think the problem is her character hasn't really been. She's a part of this group, so it's not really anything independent, you know. Maybe once she is alone, we'll see more of her being her personality coming out. But her joining forces, when she joined the main roster, she's always been with other people. And I think that this group is becoming way too big. Now that Asuka, Kyrie, they're all in there, it kind of takes away from each person. But I think I don't know. I mean, do you think Mia Yim is a good contender? We know she's gonna be fighting next week.
I like Mia Yim. I was there when she returned. She gave me a fist bump. She said she talked to me directly. Very, very nice. Don't see her as a world champion anytime soon. She's a puppet to the OC.
We're getting that match next week on New Year's Revolution. I thought I was going to act food for a minute. Well, we see Jimmy Uso talking to Solo and Roman Reigns. Roman says, "Who's the SmackDown general manager?" Paul says, "Nick Aldis," and Roman says, "Bring him to me." So Roman and Nick are going to meet tonight. Next, we have the NXT North American Championship on the line. Dragon Lee defending against Butch. Lee goes to dive, but Butch kicks him on and slams Dragon Lee onto the apron. Dragon Lee dives onto Butch on the floor. Butch hits a sit-out powerbomb and gets a 2. Dragon Lee hits a sit-out bomb and gets a 2 count. Butch pulls at Dragon Lee's fingers, but Lee lands a stomp to the chest. And then Butch slams Dragon Lee hard. Dragon hits a destroyer and Admiration Dragon to defeat Butch. And after the match, Lee and Butch shake hands. What did you think of this match and Dragon Lee as a North American champion?
I'm not gonna lie. I take back all the shit I said about Dragon Lee. He impresses the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. He really does. I understand what he says in Spanish, so I like when he does the little translations. But he's good. Butch, why? I want his name to be Pete Dunne. You know what his real name is? His real name sounds like a fucking. Excuse me. His real name sounds more of a fucking wrestling name than Pete Dunne. It's Peter England. Or whatever.
That's awesome.
So like, I don't know. This was good. I like Dragon Lee. I don't know what they're trying to do with the North American title because like with Dom, like they bring it to the main roster, but Trick didn't necessarily. I don't know what they're trying to do with this North American title. Why are they bringing it up to the main roster? Why are they playing hot potato? But I think they were supposed to give it to Wesley. That's why. But
Yeah.
this was good. Dragon Lee impresses me. Let's just. I want to see him do more stuff with Dom in the future.
I just don't
I know
understand.
we've probably seen that a lot, but I like.
I don't get why it's being used on SmackDown when you could use the main roster guys on SmackDown and have them
SmackDown.
go.
Well, SmackDown's a good place for him right now, in my opinion, because like it's a 2-hour show. You don't need to fill in those gaps like you do with Raw, and you can put like 45 minutes, quarter hour, like 9:45. You can put in like a squash match, not like a squash match, but like a Cedric Alexander versus blah blah. Which Cedric Alexander is fucking great, by the way.
Well,
He's another
maybe
one of
we'll
those
see.
guys. He's another one of those guys that man, he impresses the shit out of me.
Maybe we'll see more of him. But speaking of seeing people, we have Nick Aldis meeting Roman Reigns backstage. Roman says, "You booked the triple threat match, right?" Nick says, "I did," and Roman goes, "Good idea. What would have been better is if you ran it by me first. Everything goes through me. You need to understand that." And then Nick says, "The buck stops with me. Speaking of Solo, he's a big boy. He took care of John Cena more than you did. I appreciate the invitation and really hope we can get to know each other better." So Nick is not backing down at all from Roman Reigns. He's basically saying this is a new show with me being general manager. I make the rules. I don't consider anything you say. And he even sort of throws that jab, and that's true. Solo Sikoa defeated John Cena and really sort of took him out. Roman Reigns didn't really take out Cena, he beat him. But we're on our first semifinal match of the U.S. tournament. Kevin Owens taking on Carmelo Hayes here. Carmelo nails a Hurricane Run and a drop kick. Hayes hits an axe kick and gets a 2. Kevin hits a DDT out of the corner and gets a 2 count. And then Kevin nails a power bomb, a swanton, and then a stunner. And after Kevin gets the win, he shakes Carmelo Hayes' hand. You think Kevin was the right guy to win this match in advance?
Yes. Carmelo Hayes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan. I don't see the hype, but this was good for his main roster debut match. Kevin Owens is good. Kevin Owens is the right guy. I think they're gonna eventually build up KO versus Logan Paul at the Rumble.
I think so too.
So this was right man won here. Good match. Nothing to complain about here. Nothing too much to say because it wasn't too long. But good match. Good match.
Okay. I agree. Next, we see Mia Yim and the OC try talking to AJ Styles backstage. They ask,
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yep, they say, "Are we good?" And AJ says, "I don't know. Are we?" So who knows? I want to see AJ Styles do his own thing. I really don't want to see I'm tired of seeing everybody be in a group. Like, let him be the Lone Wolf character and just not be a part of anything.
Or just be AJ Styles.
Yep. All right, we get our next promo, Karrion Kross, and he basically talks about
this was fucking horrible.
He basically says that because of him, like he points out how everyone's careers went in different directions because of him. And he says, we need authors. And Scarlett says, do you see our vision? And we get quick shots of the authors of Pain and Paul Ellering. So it looks like they will be joining forces with Karrion Kross. You weren't a fan of this, but I'm a big fan of Karrion.
I'd rather watch paint dry on a wall than watch anything Karrion Kross related. What the fuck is this guy gonna do? He's tried so much. He can't get over. He was good at Impact. I believe that's where he came from, and I've seen him before with Scarlett. She's hot. He is good in the ring. Character-wise, he tries too hard to be, not tries to be like Bray Wyatt, but just reminds me too much of Bray Wyatt with these fucking weird vignettes. That's nothing against Bray Wyatt, but he made it work. Karrion Kross does not. He's so fucking boring. I mean, he talks like a fucking robot, in my opinion. I can't take the guy seriously when he like I want to laugh in his fucking face when he does that.
And he hasn't really accomplished much, so it's like He's not really a
I
big
don't.
threat.
He
No.
does not impress me. I'm not a fan. I think he's decent in the ring. I gotta go maybe check some of his matches, but him overall, he's not. He needs to be released.
He was cool in NXT. I did kind of like his promo though, because like even though like it really isn't true, like it's not because of him that all these guys like did good. He did make a good point of that, like after I got involved and did something to them, eventually they like he talks about how he made the bloodline kind of break up with a broken time
Yeah,
clock.
he did.
He talks about how he beat up Drew McIntyre. He talks about how he took out Rey Mysterio and that caused him to attack Dominic. He talks about basically how he caused all these guys to do different things. But let's move on to our next match, another semifinal match. Bobby Lashley with the Street Profits taking on Santos Escobar. Bobby Lashley takes control with a clothesline. Santos kicks at Lashley's legs and hits a double knee in the corner. Lashley nails a reverse flatliner. And then two masked men attack the Profits. And then Santos Escobar rolls up Bobby Lashley after the distraction. And Escobar moves on to take on Kevin Owens next week. After the match, the men unmasked, and it's Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, and they are now Legado World Order. That is their new name. But more importantly, I'm excited that Humberto and Angel are with Santos. But
About time they fucking got called up.
yep. But what's more important is that we will be seeing at New Year's Revolution Kevin Owens versus Santos Escobar for the semifinals. Who do you think is going to win that match?
Who do I want to win this match? Santos Escobar. Who do I think is going to win the match? Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Santos Escobar, I love that motherfucker. I loved when he was a heel. I'm so happy he's back to heel Santos. It would be cool for him to win the U.S. Championship, just like get back at Ray and have them fight again, actually have their match for the U.S. title, and Ray try to get it back. But at the same time, I mean, does Kevin Owens and Logan Paul need a fucking title on the line? It's the same shit for Rock and Roman. Do they need a title? Maybe. But do we see Kevin Owens as another singles champion run? I don't think so. It would make more sense for Santos to beat Logan Paul, despite what everyone wants LA Knight and Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Y'all can fucking blow me. The match does not need to be the fucking champion. It does not need to be for the U.S. Championship.
For the U.S. title, yeah.
I want to see Logan Paul lose it to Santos. Santos has this match with Ray. No, I don't want to, like, this might be the stupidest excuse because I like Logan Paul and I like him as a wrestler. I think he's fucking great. But god damn it, I want to see that U.S. title. We already don't get to see the Universal title on SmackDown. Can we please get the U.S. title on SmackDown?
I agree with you.
And if Logan Paul's gonna be our champion, come. Like, we already have. You're not Roman Reigns, bro. You're a fucking YouTuber celebrity guy. Like, you signed the contract with WWE. I'm not hating on him. I'm a fan. I'm a Logan Paul fan. But bro, you renewed your contract for a fucking multi-year. You won the fucking U.S. championship at Crown Jewel. You got to fight Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. Not only did you get to fight Rey Mysterio at Crown Jewel, you got to fucking beat him for a championship. You appeared once since you had that fucking championship. I don't understand.
He was dressed up as Santa Claus with the title for Christmas.
You go on your fucking podcast and showcase your championship, and you don't fucking bring it on TV. Like, I'm a fan. Like I said, I'm a fan. But as a fan of wrestling as well, I have to look at it as a wrestling fan's perspective right now. Logan Paul, step up. Show the fuck up.
I have a totally random question. Did you guys see CM Punk's fight with Rey Mysterio? It's online. His first fight was at a house show.
Yeah, the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
He didn't see it, baby.
Guess not.
No.
I didn't see it either, but
Yeah, I don't care.
I've seen a clip of it, but I didn't watch too long.
I'm interested to see how that will play out. Let's move on though. Yeah, CM Punk is making his debut at Madison Square Garden. Butch will not debut but return. Butch is backstage. Pretty Deadly attack him again. He fights back, and then Nick Aldis tells Butch to find a partner, and you will get Pretty Deadly at New Year's Revolution. I have a feeling we're gonna get
Maybe Sheamus will come back.
maybe that would be a good way to have Sheamus come back, but I feel like he should come back at the Royal Rumble. I feel like Rumble would be a better spot for Sheamus to come back, but that'll be interesting to see Butch and a partner taking on Pretty Deadly. Let's cover our main event quick. We have AJ Styles taking on Solo Sikoa. Match is a good back and forth action. Solo nails the Samoan drop. AJ nails a Pele kick and a phenomenal forearm. And then Roman Reigns attacks AJ Styles, and AJ gets the win by disqualification. After the match, AJ Styles kicks Roman Reigns, Solo attacks, and then Randy Orton runs out. Jimmy Uso comes out and makes a save, and then LA Knight comes out, and all three men take out the Bloodline. AJ yells at them, and then all three men brawl to close out SmackDown. Really quickly, you talked about who you think is going to win this match here. Do you think who do you think is, let's say, because I want Orton to win too, but if WWE was to make another decision, not go for Orton, who do you think?
AJ Styles.
AJ? Okay. I have a feeling like we're gonna AJ and LA Knight, something's gonna happen with them. I have a feeling Orton's gonna make it, and I think we'll see
it's gonna
AJ
be
in them. Yeah.
It's gonna be Orton, but it's gonna suck when Roman. I don't want to. My thing is this: at this point with Roman, right? Real quick, I don't want to say necessarily if you go against Roman, you're gonna get buried, because it's not true, because Cody's still, I guess, top baby face, LA Knight top baby face, but I don't know if it's just me, but ever since LA Knight lost to Roman at Crown Jewel, he feels very
in the background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
That's a really good way to put it. He feels very in the background, because like with Randy back, AJ's back now. The bloodline's still hot.
LA who?
Ooh.
I mean, he's
That's
still
bad.
he's still LA Knight, yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
it's gonna be, what I'm saying? Right now, he just kind of feels like he's in the background of everybody.
Well, I agree with you. With all these people coming back, it's like these top guys that they built upon while these other guys weren't around are kind of getting pushed back. Kind of like what happened with AEW a little bit,
You know who I feel like is in the background and they're trying desperately not for them to be, is Cody Rhodes. I think
he will be in the background. He will only be in the background if at the Royal Rumble, if they have Punk and Cody babyface, Cody's gonna, and they somehow go face to face at the Rumble or have a match or whatever. That might be fuck. I don't want to see Cody and Punk for that reason. You're gonna kill You're gonna have to. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like CM Punk is the
hottest baby faces going at.
I feel like both of them though can pull off being heels. Right?
Cody Rhodes, they're not gonna make a heel.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like
I want Cody Rhodes to be a heel. Otherwise, I would like him. I don't like.
They'll make Punk a heel over
corporate.
Cody
He
Rhodes
feels
right
too
now.
corporate. I don't mean this as like, oh, he's back at WWE. I don't like him. No, I don't like him because he feels so fucking corporate. When he was in AEW, he felt like the American Nightmare. Like now, he feels like a fucking corporate. Yeah.
Well, I feel like
he
this
could
is
be
our
my fucking principal.
last episode of 2023 of SmackDown. We will be coming back with our New Year's.
That was
Eve
it. Holy
episode.
fuck!
Yep, we have our Raw, which is day 1, coming out soon. SmackDown, New Year's Revolution. With that, until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.